What's up guys, I've got another Uzi video for you today and we're going to be comparing the new Maverick Almost Forever EP that dropped this week to the Uzi's 2022 EP Red and White, which was the pre-release to the Pink tape. And without further ado, let's get this tracklist battle started. And up first we've got Maverick Intro versus Space Cadet. I've already given my thoughts on the new songs in my previous video, so I'm just going to be talking about the Red and White EP today. And for Space Cadet, I've got to say that it's not a bad song. I just never really found myself liking it for whatever reason. The song has very high cinematic quality, and I would say that this sound is what I call the post-Eternal Take Uzi. The song has grown on me over time though, I'll be completely honest, and there are some strengths on the song, such as that Uzi is very lively and he's got a nice mic presence on here, but I do think that the Maverick Intro is a better song, and Maverick Almost Forever EP goes up 1-0. I'll have the score on screen for each round so you guys know where we currently are at, and that's it for the first round. Let's get to the second song, which is I Know versus Go. This is a very difficult battle, in my opinion, as they're both good songs. They've both got very catchy hooks and flows throughout them, and I Know sounds like 2016, 2017 Uzi. I really like the production on the song, and it's a very nice vibe from start to finish. The verses on the song are good as well. I overlooked this song in the past, but to be fair, Uzi has a very good performance on here, which is why I'm going to give it to the Red and White EP 1-1 after the second round. And for the third song, we've got Flex Up versus Poured. Again, Flex Up has an old Uzi sound that you'd hear on the final third of Eternal Take, or a leak from the Love Is Rage, Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2 era. He's got good rapping on here, he's got a great hook and a nice flow as always, but I do think that the vocal inflections and the different performance on Poured gives this song the edge, so the Maverick Almost Forever EP is 2-1 up. For the fourth round, we've got 223 versus Hitting My Shoulder, which once again is a very difficult battle, but I think I'm going to lean into Hitting My Shoulder simply because I've had more time to sit with the song and it's a highlight off the EP. It's a very high energy, short and sweet 2016 leak that was finally released onto streaming services, and Uzi has amazing breath control and a nice performance on here. I really like this song and I have been for many years, whereas 223 I'll need more time to sit with before I can give my full opinions, and maybe it will get the edge on Hitting My Shoulder, but for now it's easily Hitting My Shoulder. We've got an absolute sweep here. For Fun versus Yoko, which I've said is one of the worst songs off of the new Maverick EP, and For Fun in my opinion is probably a top 10 Uzi song. The flow, vocal inflections, verses, the bars, the production, the music video, everything is just peak. This is what Uzi is. If I could give one song to someone that's never heard his music, For Fun would be up there for sure, and I really like the song. It feels like a cartoon, it's very bubbly, and it just puts you in a good mood if I'm going to be honest. So For Fun sweeps this easily. Sadly, we've got another terrible battle, which is Gas Break versus Cigarette. It's a memorable hook from Uzi and a unique display of his deep voice, which he doesn't really use a lot. The production and spacey atmosphere on the song is a lot better than the repeated hook on Gas Break. The song is really good, and the slight reverb on Uzi for the hook is just the cherry on top. Uzi has some funny lyrics on here, which I'll have on screen, such as his being fentanyl, don't inhale it, and kidnapping pussies because they can't be found now. Whereas Gas Break, like I've said in my previous video, is the worst song on the new EP. So yeah, it's becoming more of a sweep now than anything. Say It Was versus It's a Hit. It's a Hit is another high energy song with Uzi spazzing on the ad-libs and the hook for the song. Very good stuff and shows Uzi's ability at making great rage music, which is sometimes overlooked. The verses and rapping on here isn't anything special by any means of the imagination, but the highlight comes at the extended My New Girl She a 10 part of the song. And yeah, it kind of overstays its welcome. If I had to pick a flaw of the song, it's too long. I think it is the longest song on the EP, which is just kind of crazy if you think about it, considering like it's a 4-minute song that only really has a repeated hook and verse, so it's not that great in that aspect. But yeah, that's it. whereas Say It Was is the best song off the new EP. So I'm going to give this point to the Maverick Almost Forever EP, which kind of makes things square again. And finally, we've got Glock in My Purse, which is the worst song on the Red and White EP for sure. The delivery is catchy and the hook can get stuck in your head pretty easily, but I'm not a big fan of the beat or the rapping. So yeah, the flow isn't too bad, but again, the song is very, very long, way too long. 4 minutes is way too long for this song, and it's not bad. The song isn't bad. The loop is cool, but I just find the song annoying and I never really liked it. Whereas London, as I mentioned in my previous video, is the better song. And last but not least, that's the end of the Maverick EP, but we've got Final Fantasy, which takes the edge and makes Red and White EP the better EP from Uzi. It's such a cool and unique beat on a hip-hop song. It's well and truly some groundbreaking shit and an amazing performance on this beat from Uzi. The rapping on here isn't that impressive, and if I had to be anal about it and pick a flaw of the song, I would say that the repetition of Final Fantasy can get a bit annoying. But yeah, the main highlight of this song is definitely the production, and this is what makes the Red and White EP edge over the Maverick Almost Forever EP and gives it the win.